If you want to get better in your social interactions, in your conversations, in your connections with people, then avoid these 5 confidence mistakes and you will shine with your confidence. Number 1 is avoid conversations. If you are looking at your phone in an event or in a room with people or you're standing in a corner, you're avoiding conversations. This will kill your confidence. So try and make one conversation. Challenge yourself to have at least one conversation, something super small. But every time you're in a social situation, a network event, or a drink, or a party, make sure to have at least one conversation. It could be even with the bartender, but challenge yourselves because the more you do that, the more you will step out of your comfort zone and keep it simple. Hey, how are you doing? How long have you been here? Do you live here? It could be very simple. Mistake number 2 is to overthink what you're going to say. And I get it because that's what I used to do. I wanted to enter a conversation. I'm like, oh, but wait, what am I going to say? What if people are not finding me interesting? What if people will think that I'm boring? I was thinking what they were thinking. Insane, right? And then I was overanalyzing and overthinking and oh my gosh. But the more you do that, the more you will come across as awkward. The more you will be hesitant in your voice and people notice that. What you do is keep it simple again. It's really simple. Listen more. Here's why. The more you listen to people, the more you are curious about them, you have something to say because you'll pick up on something that they said, instead of trying to fill every gap and fill every silence. I used to be that person like, oh, I need to say something, but I don't know what to say. And then it just comes across so awkward and hesitant. So listen to them, pick up some things, be curious about them and make it about them. It takes the attention away from yourself and you make it about them. So ask them questions about them. Hey, how long have you been here? Oh, what did you just say? You read that? Oh my gosh, you did that? Oh, tell me more, So be curious about them. Mistake number 3 is to compare yourself to others. And I get it because I've done that for most of my life. And there's an helicopter. I don't know if you're here, right? Comparing yourself to other people can make you feel insecure and uncertain about yourself because you see all these other people. And hey, I get it because just think about social media, right? We're scrolling down our phone and you see all these beautiful relationships and successes and bodies. And how can you not compare? However, if you look at them, you're like, oh my gosh, they have all of this and I don't. They can do this and I can't. That's when you will feel insecure and not confident. It kills your confidence. But if you're like, oh, wait a minute, they can do it, so can I. Think about all the things that you are unique in, all the gifts and all the talents that you have, because everybody is unique. And maybe the topic of the conversation is not your expertise, but it doesn't have to kill your confidence. Don't let that take away your confidence. Be confident in what you have to say no matter what, because you as a person, you are unique and so is everybody. So remember that and have any conversation with confidence. Number 4 is the fear of rejection. Of course, that kills confidence. The fear of, oh my gosh, what if they don't like me? But here's the thing. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, can you hit the like and the subscribe? That would really support my channel. The fear of rejection is a fear that will hold you back from having conversations and in social situations and creating connections because we are afraid that people are not going to find us interesting. And I get it because I had it for so long. But having a conversation is not about the need to be liked. It's not about getting an approval. And I think that's a distinction to make. It's not about, hey, are they going to really like me? Are they going to approve of who I am? Are they going to find I'm worthy? It's not about that. It is just a talk. It is just a conversation. So keep it at that. Don't let that fear of rejection interfere your confidence of having a conversation. So try to disconnect of that outcome and just enjoy the moment, the present moment of just having a talk, just a two-way conversation. Last but not least, number 5 is avoiding eye contact. If I'm like looking at my phone, or I'm looking down while you're talking, and I would be talking like this. I mean, it really kills confidence. Confidence is really having this eye contact. And I get it, it's like, ooh, I'm not comfortable and I'm insecure of looking at somebody in the eyes, but do it gradually. Start with maybe a second, 2 seconds, look at somebody while you're having a conversation, and then maybe look away a little bit, and then look back, and just increase that moment. Of course, don't, stare at somebody too long so it feels awkward, but also don't gaze in at the end of the room, or it just disconnects. It creates this disconnect if you're not looking at the person. Plus, it's a polite thing to do. So try to increase your eye contact and try to practice in other situations. If you buy a coffee or in the supermarket, try to have that moment, those few seconds of eye contact with people. And as a bonus, I would say observe people who are confident, observe people who are having these social interactions, and what are they doing and how are they behaving. And I've actually observed a lot of people, famous people, celebrities, and I've analyzed them for you. So if you watch this next video and you practice those subtle tips and subtle moves, you will really increase your confidence. I'll see you in that next video.